The Bible teaches us that there is only one God who exists in three persons who are each equal and yet distinct from one another. The Father, Son, and Spirit are fully God, but not each other. Some people say, 1 in 3, 3 in 1? That doesn't make any sense. The reason why people have such a hard time understanding the Trinity is actually quite simple. There is no created equivalent. In other words, there is nothing on earth that compares with the incomprehensible aspects of God's nature. Imagine asking your goldfish, or the ants in an ant farm, or a calculator to fully understand and describe human nature. How much more mystifying to creatures like us is the incalculable greatness of the nature of God. In fact, God tells us that we can't possibly understand everything there is to know about Him. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. While not understanding something might be unsatisfying, the real error is when we declare, if I can't understand it, then it cannot be true. This fallacy makes objective reality subject to the human mind. In other words, your ability to understand becomes the ultimate authority on what is true. But the Bible warns us of this way of thinking. It says, whoever trusts in his own mind is a fool. Still, some people prefer to believe in a God that they can fit inside their minds. But if we struggle to fully comprehend our own neighbors, our children, our spouses, and even our own selves, how small would God have to be for us to perfectly know everything about Him? And yet, while we may not know everything about Him, God does give each of us a sufficient understanding of who He is. For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them. The Creator is altogether different than His creation. These complexities in God remind us how much greater He is than us. God is not limited by our ability to understand Him. As Psalm 145:3 says, "Great is the Lord and greatly to be praised, and His greatness is unsearchable."